All right. With that, we will move on to fan favorites, shout outs, and rants. We'll keep the same order. Matt, do you have a shout out and or rant for us?
I do. I am going to calm down here and give a shout out today. I just want to give a shout out to World Central Kitchen and their founder, Jose Andres, who is a wonderful human being, and all of the people at World Central Kitchen who are doing good work. And that is clearly on everybody's mind because they just had 7 of their staffers killed, and they were trying to serve food in Gaza and were killed apparently by mistake by Israeli army forces. I'm not going to get into how that actually did or did not happen over there, but keep our eye on the more important ball, which is that World Central Kitchen is trying to do good things. They work under very difficult conditions in Gaza, in Ukraine, around the world. And what Jose Andres decided to do, I think he founded it in 2014 or 2010, was an excellent thing. It is still heartwarming to see so many people support World Central Kitchen, so many volunteers, so many workers. It is a shame that 7 of them lost their lives, but it is still one of the bright spots in this world, which can often look pretty dark and mottled a lot of the time.
Karen Moore.
Whew. For me, also, if we're going to be taking highlights here, shout out to the Austrian government and restorative justice. Austrian government amended its citizenship laws in 2019, arguably a little late, to grant citizenship for people who were victims of Nazi persecution and their descendants. And so, as of a few weeks ago, I am now also an Austrian citizen, which is a real shout out to my ancestors, my mom and her parents, and so many people that they lost as a result of which I have a very small family. And I really give a lot of credit to the consulate here in Washington, D.C., Elizabeth Erith, Borges Erith, who is one of the consular officers who made the process very respectful, but also the authorities there are bending over backwards to try and create documentation for people who left without a whole lot. My mom's exit passport's got a big Nazi swastika on it, but that's one of the only demonstrations I have that she was ever there. Shout out to the Austrian government for doing the right thing, even if they're a little late to the game.
Jonathan Marks. You're on mute, Jonathan.
Is that
Benner. Yes.
great? Great. I want to give a shout out to my dad for, almost 58 great years of with him, all that he taught me and all the lessons learned. And the fact that towards the end of his life, he got me to actually drink soda again. So dad, yes, he loved Doc Brown's, what is this stuff? Cream soda, diet cream soda. So cheers, Pop.
Jay Rose.
I have a shout out, and it's non-sports. I'd like to remember the actor Lou Gossett Jr., who passed away on May 27th of this, rather March 29th of this year. He was the first African-American actor to win an Academy Award for supporting actor in 1982. And this was from the seminal movie Officer and a Gentleman. And it's a family broadcast, so I won't use some of the back and forth between Gunnery Sergeant Foley and Zach Mayonnaise Mayo. But I have to say, I'll date myself. It was one of my first rated R movies, but I loved Lou Gossett there, and may his memory be a blessing for us all.
I'm going to shout out to Ronel Blanco. Ronel Blanco is a 30-year-old Major League Baseball pitcher for the Houston Astros, who in his 7th game of his major league career, having premiered in the big leagues when he was 28, threw a no-hitter, was the Astros' first win of the season. Up until that time, Blanco had 6 appearances. He had hung in the minor leagues for 10 years before he made it up to the show. So I want to shout out to him. The Houston Astros have the most no-hitters of any team since 1962, and manager Joe Espinada was his first win was a no-hitter. So Ronel Blanco, thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for throwing a no-hitter, and thanks for some great baseball. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a great episode. I wanted to thank everybody again, and I can't wait to see what we can do when we get back together. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Tom.
Great stuff.